So guys, Coach KP again. So in this video, pag-uusapan natin yung mga rules and regulations ni Trader Scale. So si Trader Scale, isa siya sa mga prop firm company na nagpapahiram ng malaking kapital dito sa prop firm industry. Okay? So isa to sa mga importante na dapat mong intindihin at unawain. Kasi most of the time, profitable ka naman as trader pero hindi ka nakaka-withdraw dun sa prop firm kasi nga nalalabag mo yung mga rules nila. Ngayon, dito sa trader scale, kinakailangan maunawa natin yung mga rules and restrictions nila. Okay, so punta ka lang dito, bago ka mag-purchase ng challenge sa isang prop firm company, is kinakailangan maintindihan at maunawaan mo muna yung mga rules nila. So, dito sa trader scale, isa-isahin natin sila. Okay? So, ito yung rules and restrictions na kinakailangan matandaan at maunawaan mo. Okay? So, yung isa, yung merging of accounts. So, sabi dito, merging of accounts. So, at this moment in time, trader scale do not support account merging. So, each trading account must be traded separately. So, for example, meron kang apat na account na tagwa $100 o sabihin natin $100,000. So, hindi mo daw sila pwedeng i-merge. Kinakailangan, ititrade mo sila manually. So, paano mo gagawin yun? Ililipat-lipat mo siya. Hindi siya pwede na nakasynchronize or naka-auto copy trading. Although yung trading account is nakapangalan sa'yo, pero hindi mo siya pwedeng i-copy trading. Okay? So, ganito yung meaning ng merging of accounts. Okay? So, kailangan to sa'yo, clear. Okay? So, kailangan maunawaan mo to ba lahat ng detalye dito sa mga restrictions nila. So, paliwanag ko sila sa inyo para maiwasan mo yun. Okay? Habang nagtitrade ka during your live funded accounts. Kasi there's a time na funded account ka na pero hindi ka naman nakaka-withdraw. Dahil nga hindi mo kabisado yung mga rules. Okay? Dito sa trader scale, ito yung gamit ko. So, ito yung master ko at ito yung reason kung bakit ako nakaka-withdraw. Okay? So, ito yung kinita ko nung nakaraan dito sa trader scale. So, yung unang first payout, $4,000. Yung next is $1,700. So, ito, naka-withdraw tayo kasi nga, tawag dito, nafa-follow natin yung rules. At the same time, meron tayong magandang trading strategy. Okay, meron tayong effective na trading system. Okay, next naman is maximum trading capital. So, sa maximum trading capital, sabi dito, the most any trader can manage will be $400,000. So, this can consist of as many accounts as the trader wishes but cannot add up to more than $400,000. So, ibig sabihin daw, yung maximum na trading capital na pwede nilang ipahiram sa'yo sa trader scale is up to $400,000 na. No? Our system right now has no way to detect or block traders from purchasing more than $400,000. So, the responsibility falls on the trader. So, if you are purchased more than 400,000 in funding at the time of withdrawal, our compliance team will verify manually, and if you have purchased more than the allowed max funding, your profits on the most recent accounts that exceed the max funding will be voided and you will be 100% refunded for the account purchase. So, yun siya. So, nag-refund pala sila. Alright? Balik natin. Next naman is yung the limit and withdrawal. So, the time limits and withdrawals. Trader scale time limits are structured to ensure consistent and active trading while providing flexibility to the traders. There's no time limit to complete your evaluation phase. During the evaluation phase, trader must adhere on inactivity rule of 10 days and complete remaining of 10 days of 10 trading days. Ibig sabihin daw, sa loob ng trading activity mo, kinakailangan meron kang minimum na 10 trading days na activity. So for example, sa loob ng 20 days or sabihin natin 20 days, sa loob ng 20 days, kinakailangan meron kang consistent na record na 10 days of trading activity. Okay? Tapos kapag na-complete mo 'yon, dapat nagtitrade ka pa rin at hindi ka magkakaroon ng inactivity na hindi lalagpas at least 10 days. So, ibig sabihin daw, dapat after nung minimum 10 trading days mo, kung completed mo na yon, dapat hindi ka magkakaroon ng lockdown na 10 araw na hindi ka nagtitrade. Dapat hindi ka dapat hindi dire-diretso yung yung absent mo. At least sa loob ng 10 days pa rin is meron ka pa ring activity na trading. Okay, meron ka pa ring trading activity. Nagigets ba? Meron silang requirement na 10 trading days. So after nun, dapat after nung complete na 10 trading days mo is dapat hindi ka tawag dito. Meron ka pa ring nakakapag-trade ka pa rin. Okay? At dapat yung trading activity mo is consistent. Okay? Consistent pa rin. At kung magkakaroon ka man ng absent, halimbawa nagpapahinga-pahinga ka, dapat yung pahinga mo na yun is hindi aabot ng 10 araw. Okay? So clear ba tayo nun? Tapos, ayun, for withdrawal, traders can make their first withdrawal after 30 days. Okay? Ibig sabihin, within 30 days, kasama yung Saturday and Sunday, tsaka ka lang makaka-withdraw. Okay? After 30 days, halimbawa, live funded account mo na. So, nag-trade ka ng Monday. Okay? Lalakad yun from Monday, bibilang ka doon, 1 to 30 days. And kung meron ka ng profit, pwede ka na mag-withdraw. Pwede ka na mag-request after 30 days. Okay? With subsequent withdrawals available every 14 days. With subsequent withdrawals available every 14 days. Traders qualify for 80% profit share from standard and 90% if they purchase our add-on at checkout. So, ibig sabihin daw, kayo ni Trader Scale, ito yung profit sharing nyo. Kapag naka-withdraw ka, 80% sa'yo, 20% doon sa Trader Scale. Okay, clear tayo doon. Tapos, pwede ka ring makapag-gain ng 90% instead na 80% kung mag-a-add-on ka sa kanila. Okay? Kasi during pagbili mo ng challenge sa kanila, may mga add-on yun. Okay? So, pwede kang mag-add-on para instead na 80% yung profit sharing ninyo is magiging 90%. Okay? So, ganun siya. Then, meron siyang tinatawag na your maximum drawdown level is trailing, meaning it never go back down. This means when you request a withdrawal, your new balance will be closer to your drawdown breach level. Please ensure you leave enough in your account that you are comfortable allowing to your maximum drawdown amount. On example, 100,000 account. If you have made $4,000 or 4%, you need maximum drawdown level will be $96,000. Okay? If you withdraw your full profit, you will only be left with 4% drawdown allowance. You can read more about the maximum drawdown level. So, ibig sabihin na ito, mga kapatid, no? Yung maximum profit kasi na pwede nating i-withdraw dito is 8% lang naman. Okay, so $8,000. So, for example, meron kang $100,000 na ang max mo is 8%. Ang max is 8%. So, for example, na-achieve mo yung 8% na yun, so $8,000 yun. Tama? So, na-withdraw mo na yun. Okay? Ngayon, magre-reset yung account mo. Kapag nag-trade ka ng kapag nag-reset yun, nag-trade ka ulit, automatic breach na yun. Kasi nga, ang maximum drawdown kasi natin dito 8% lang eh. So, bigyan pa natin ng other example. So ito, for example, $100,000. Nakapag-profit ka ng 4%. So, ibig sabihin, $4,000 nga yun. Ngayon, kapag nag-reset na yung account mo, ibibigay nila sa iyo 100,000 pa rin naman. Pero yung maximum drawdown mo ngayon is hindi na $92,000. Okay, $96,000 na lang. Ibig sabihin, kapag na-reach mo yung $96,000 daw, automatic, talo ka na. Kasi nga, nakapag-profit ka na ng 4% eh. Okay, nagigets mo? Kumbaga, kung nakapag-withdraw ka ay trader scale, okay, nakapag-withdraw ka ng 4% or $4,000, ibabawas mo yun doon sa capacity mo, doon sa max drawdown mo. Nagigets ba? So, ganun siya. Okay? Ulitin ko 100,000 yung trading account mo, nakapag-profit ka ng 4%. Okay? So, $4,000 yun. Nag-withdraw ka ng $4,000. Ngayon, kapag nag-reset na yung trading account mo, hindi na $92,000 yung maximum drawdown mo. Kasi 'di ba tayo kapag ka magte-trade tayo, yung maximum drawdown sa trader scale or doon sa pro firm is 8%. Okay? Pero dito kay trader scale, kung magkano yung na-withdraw mo sa first withdrawal mo, isasama nila yun doon sa maximum drawdown mo. Okay? So clear tayo doon. So ibig sabihin pala, kapag ka nakapag-profit ka ng 8% or $8,000, automatic, pag nag-reset yung account mo and nagkaroon ng drawdown yung new reset account mo ng $100,000, automatic is breach ka na. Kasi nga, wala ka ng allowable na maximum drawdown eh. Nagigets? So yung iba, ang ginagawa na lang nila is, nakakuha sila ng $100,000 na live funded account, tapos nire-reach nila yung 8%, minamax nila yung profit na 8%. So tanggap na nila na yun na yung pinaka nila, baga makaka-withdraw sila ng $8,000 pero hindi na sila makakapag-trade sa susunod. Kumbaga imamax kagad nila, tanggap na nila, tapos bibili na lang sila ulit ng panibagong account. Kasi magkano lang naman yung $100,000? Diba? $716 lang naman yung pag binili mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung $716 na kapital mo, magiging $8,000 siya. Kung mamamax mo or mamamaximize mo yung potential earnings doon sa 8% na max na profit na ibinibigay ni Trader Scale. Si Trader Scale maganda siya kasi nga nagpapa-withdraw talaga sila. Yun nga lang ang problema, may mga rules talaga sila na parang safety net din ng company nila. Pero kung tatanungin nyo ako kung nagpapa-withdraw, yes, nagpapa-withdraw talaga. Globally, nagpapa-withdraw talaga sila. Pero syempre, lahat naman ng mga pro-firm company talaga is may mga restrictions, may mga rules na kinakailangan i-follow mo. At kapag hindi mo yun na-follow, automatic mabibreach yung account mo. Yung live funded account mo. Okay, so clear tayo doon. Next. Ito. Time limits and withdrawals. So, at trader scale, time limits are structured to ensure consistent and active trading while providing flexibility to traders. There is no time limit to complete your evaluation phase. So, ito kagandahan dito kay trader scale. Wala silang time limit. Hindi katulad dati, yung mga pro-firm company kasi dapat within 30 days is dapat maipasa mo na yung mga challenge nila. Dito wala silang time frame. Okay, ipapasa mo yung phase 1 mo o yung phase 2 mo nang walang time frame, walang cut-off, walang pressure. Yun yung kagandahan sa kanila. Next, during the evaluation phase, traders must adhere to an inactivity rules of 10 days. Okay? And complete a minimum of 10 trading days. Ibig sabihin dapat hindi ka mamamahinga ng 10 araw na dire-diretso. Okay? At the same time, dapat sa loob ng trading days mo, meron kang record na 10 trading days activity. Okay? Sa loob ng trading activity mo, sa loob ng 30 days, meron ka dapat minimum na 10 minimum trading days of activity. Okay? So clear tayo doon. So once the account is funded, the inactivity rule of 10 days still applies. May apply na daw siya. And there is a 10 minimum trading days rule. Okay, so clear tayo dun. Then for withdrawals, traders can make their first withdrawal after 30 days. So yun nga, na-discuss ko na kanina, na after 30 days at saka sila nagpapa-withdraw. Kung magkano yung mapuproduce mong profit sa loob ng 30 days, yun yung mawi-withdraw mo sa kanila sa loob ng 30 days. Okay? Kung magkano yan, kung 2%, 3%, 8%, kung yun yung na-produce mo sa loob ng 30 days, yun yung i-withdrawin mo. At kung wala kang nabibreach na rules, wala kang nalalabag na batas sa kanila. So clear tayo doon. With subsequent withdrawals available every 14 days. Traders qualify for 80% profit share from standard account and 90% if they purchase our add-on on checkout. So yun, na-discuss ko naman sila na so ito, after daw ng 30 days na withdrawal and kung magkakaroon ka ng reset, wala ka na breach, magkakaroon ulit ng pag-reset yung account mo, magte-trade ka ulit, papahiramin ka ulit nila ng account. Wala nang phase 1, phase 2 yun. Rekta na yun na live funded account. Ngayon, after 30 days ng withdrawal mo, instead na maghihintay ka ng 30 days, is 14 days na lang. Okay? So, ganun siya. Your maximum drawdown level is trailing, meaning it never goes back down. So, this means, when you request a withdrawal, your new balance will be closer to your drawdown, which is na-discuss ko naman ito sa inyo kanina. So, will be closer to your drawdown breach level. Please ensure you leave enough in your account that you are comfortable allowing for your maximum drawdown amount. So, for example, ganito. Ayan, ulitin ko Kung makaka-withdraw ka kung makapag-produce ka, nakapag-profit ka ng 4%, meron kang $4,000. Ngayon, ang maximum drawdown mo na lang kapag ka nag-reset ka for the following live funded account mo sa kanila, instead na 92, yung $92,000, pag na-hit mo yung $92,000 na drawdown, $96,000 na lang. Pero kung ginawa mo, nakapag-produce ka ng 4% at ang winidraw mo lang is $2,000, so ibig sabihin, meron ka pang maximum drawdown level sa following na instead na 96,000 is magiging 98,000. $98,000 before ka ma-breach. Okay? Nagigets? So, ganun siya. So, if you then withdraw your profit, you will only be left with 4% drawdown allowance. So, you can read more about the maximum drawdown level here. So ganun siya. Ito yung maximum drawdown nila. Basahin natin. Tingnan natin. Trader scale speedy maximum drawdown after 6 months ago. There's an 8% overall trading drawdown limit which adjusts based on the account peak balance, helping to prevent excessive losses over time. Once you have made 8% profit on your account, your maximum drawdown level is then fixed at your account starting balance. For example, on a $100,000 account, once your account balance reach $108,000, your maximum drawdown level will be static at $100,000. Even you make more than 108, you can clearly see your drawdown limits and breach level by going to your dashboard. So ganun siya. So please note, your maximum drawdown level is trailing, meaning it never go back down. So yun nga daw siya. So ibig sabihin daw, kung nakapag-produce ka ng 8% o $108,000, your maximum drawdown level will be static at $100,000. So even when you make more than $100,000, so ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, na for example, nakapag-produce ka ng 8%, so $8,000 yun. So kung winidraw mo yung $8,000, automatic, yung maximum drawdown mo daw is 100,000. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka na pwede magkamali. Okay, hindi ka na pwede magkamali. Kasi nga, wala ka namang maximum drawdown eh. Wala ka na rin daily drawdown. Automatic, kailangan makapag-produce ka ng profit. Not unless matatalo ka talaga. Automatic, breach kagad yung account mo. So, ganun siya. Bot in EA. So, at trader scale, the use of any bot or EA is prohibited. No? Prohibited siya on your account. So, ibig sabihin na hindi ka daw pwedeng gumamit ng trading bot. News trading. So, during all evaluation phase, you may hold trades during news and open trades when you want during red folder new events. So, during evaluation phase daw, pwede kang mag-trade ng news. May high impact. Okay? May high impact news. So, trading news event on funded accounts is also allowed. So, during funded account daw, pwede ka rin daw mag-trade with news. However, trading in both directions, hedging, during news release is prohibited. Ibig sabihin, meron kang buy position tsaka sell position, pinagsabay mo sa parehong asset. Meron kang buy position sa gold, meron kang sell position sa gold, automatic, bawal yun. Okay? At the time of withdrawal, our compliance team will reject your payout with this type of trading activity as occurred. So, ibig sabihin daw, kung meron kang record na ganoon, automatic breach yung account sa trader scale. Yan. Ito naman, drawdown rules. So, drawdown rules. At trader scale, drawdown rules are designed to manage risk effectively. The daily drawdown limit on our speed accounts is 4%. At the starting account balance on trading basis, which means that for a 100,000 account, traders can lose up to 4,000 in a single day, regardless of the current balance or equity. On our pro accounts, the drawdown limit is 5%. Okay? Kasi may ano sila dito may tinatawag silang speedy at saka pro account. Okay? Yung pro account, yung pro account, yun yung parang phase 1, phase 2. Yung speedy type naman nila, phase 1 challenge lang. Ibig sabihin, wala, ano sila, kasi meron silang two type of account di ba? Yung isa uh, yung isa yung pro account, yung isa naman is speedy type. Yung speedy type, phase 1 only lang yun. Okay? Pero yung pro accounts, kinakailangan mong dumaan sa phase 1 tsaka phase 2 exam or challenge. Okay? So, clear tayo doon. Additionally, the maximum drawdown in speedy accounts in 8%, no? On speedy accounts is 8% of the starting balance on a trailing basis. For instance, with 100,000 account, the overall limit, the overall loss limit is $8,000 from the highest point on the equity breaches. From the highest point, the equity reaches. Once traders achieve an 8% gain on their account, this maximum drawdown threshold is fixed to the starting balance. On our pro accounts, the maximum drawdown is 10% of the starting balance. This means the equity of the trading account must not, at any moment during the account duration, decline below 90% of the initial account balance. For example, on a 100,000 trader scale pro evaluation, it means that the account lowest possible equity can be $90,000. This is a sum of both close and open position account equity net balance. Okay? Paano ba siya? Kasi meron akong na-breach dito na rules nung last time. Paano ba siya nangyari doon? Ano siya, sa equity siya nagbe-base yung drawdown. Okay, yung daily drawdown. So um, let for example, $100,000. Nakapag-reduce ka ng 2% in sabihin natin 3%. Okay? Nakapag-produce ka ng 3% in just one day. So, yung $100,000 mo, naging $1,300 na siya. Okay? Dahil kinabukasan, nag-trade ka na naman. So, ang sabi kasi, ang maximum daily drawdown mo is 4%. So, nag-assume ka na mag-trade. No? Ngayon, ine-expect mo na kapag ka nagkaroon ka ng drawdown, dapat dapat 4%, di ba? So, nagkaroon ako ng drawdown sabihin natin kinabukasan nagkaroon ako ng drawdown na 4%. So, ibig sabihin, yung 100,000, yung 100,000, tama ba? Yung 100,300 ko, tama ba? $1,300 ko, wait lang ha, medyo nabulol ako dun. Right. So, yung 100,000, sorry medyo, yan. Yung 100,300 is, ang drawdown is maximum of 4% in a day. So, for example, ganun. Ngayon, yung kinabukasan, tomorrow, yung equity mo ngayon is 100,300. Tama? Ang hirap mag-explain, ha? Okay. Supposed to be, kapag ka nagkaroon ka ng drawdown na 4% ngayon, nagkaroon ka ng negative 4%, okay? Nagkaroon ka ng negative 4% ngayon naman, kinabukasan. Ang ine-expect mo na dapat magkaroon ka ng drawdown is $96,000 kasi ang maximum drawdown mo is 4%, tama? So, supposed to be, hindi dun magbe-base. Magbe-base siya doon sa running equity mo. So, yung 100,300 mo, nabawasan siya ng 4%, so naging 99% na siya. Automatic drawdown na yun. Diba? Kasi yung current day mo ngayon is 100,000, diba? 100,300. Ngayon, nag-less ng 4%, naging 99%, automatic siya is drawdown na. Hindi na siya kinakailangan umabot doon sa part ng $96,000. Automatic drawdown niya is $99,000. So, ganun siya nagka-count. Ganun siya yung drawdown rules dito. Katulad din mga other proof firm company, ganun din siya. Pero may mga proof firm company kasi ako na equity is, hindi siya equity based. Okay? Hindi siya equity based. Kumbaga, nakabase siya talaga dun sa binili mong challenge sa kanila. Ganun. Okay? Tapos yung daily drawdown daw, limits will reset at 5 p.m. EDT. Okay? Ba yung EDT? Time zone to eh. No? Daily drawdown limits will reset at 5 p.m. EDT time zone. Maximum drawdown on speed accounts is screening, which means if your balance or equity increase, so does your maximum drawdown, it does not decrease with balance or equity, including withdraw, including when you withdraw profits from your account. So ito napaliwanag ko naman siya na yung maximum drawdown mo sa SPDI account is trailing. Ganun din siya. So which means if your balance or equity increase, so does your maximum drawdown, it does not decrease with balance or equity, including when you withdraw profits from your account. So parang ganun din, kapag ka nag-withdraw ka, idadagdag nila yung, umbaga, imbis na na-explain ko rin siya kanina, na yung maximum drawdown mo is mababawasan siya. Okay? Mababawasan. Okay? Katulad ng paliwanag ko lang din kanina. Okay? Like for example, nakapag-withdraw ka ng $4,000, sa next reset ng funded account mo, instead na yung maximum drawdown mo is $92,000, is $96,000 na lang. Okay? So, ganun siya. So, ang dami niyang rules, di ba? So, mahirap talaga mag-pro firm, pero sobrang worth it. No? Sobrang worth it nito, tsaka yung time and effort, instead na mag-trade ka ng maliit na kapital sa broker. Okay? Sa mga forex broker. Ngayon, kung meron ka namang malaking kapital, huwag ka na bumili ng prop firm. Okay, mag-trade ka na lang sa broker. Kung meron kang 10K USD, 20K USD, $100,000, $200,000, 1 million USD. Kung meron kang ganong kapital, lagay mo na lang sa broker. Huwag ka na bumili ng prop firm. Kasi, syempre, ano pang essence? Ba't ka pa bibili ng challenge sa prop firm? Kung meron ka namang malaking kapital. Pero kung ang kapital mo ay maliit lang, huwag ka na mag-trade sa broker. Mag-prop firm ka na lang para sulit yung pagtitrade mo. Sulit yung paglaan mo, pagbibigay mo ng time and energy mo doon sa pagtitrade mo. Okay? So, ganun siya. Okay? Ano pa? So, drawdown rule. So, yun, na-discuss naman natin siya kanina. Next is yung consistency rule. Consistency rule, no? No single trading day's profit can equal to exceed of 40% of your total profits during the payout period on SPDI accounts. Pro accounts are not subject to consistency rule. So, dito daw sa SPDI type, yan, wait lang, no single trading day's profit can equal or exceed 40% of your total profits during the payout period on SPDI accounts. Pro accounts are not subject to consistency rule. So, wala daw consistency rule si Pro account. Pero si Speedy account, meron. Meron daw siyang consistency rule si Speedy account. So, again, si Speedy account is phase 1 only. Si Pro accounts is meron siyang phase 1 and phase 2. Alright? So, ano yung 40% na yun? So, meron kasing tinatawag na highest profit and loss daily. Okay? So, for example, dito. Yan. Ito, paliwanag ko siya. May consistency rule. Itong 1,824 na to, ito yung highest PNL ko. Ngayon, para maka-withdraw ako, i-divide ko lang, yung 1,824.97, i-divide ko lang yun sa 40%. So, ang lalabas is ganito. So, let's for example, 1,824.97. Hindi, lagyan natin ng calculator. Ewan ko lang kung makikita dito yung calculator. So, 1,824 times 97. Kaya ikaw, hindi mo rin pwede na palakihin yung, masyadong malaki yung profit mo sa loob ng isang araw. Kasi malaki yung mahabulin mo bago ka maka-withdraw. So, ganito yung 40% na consistency rule. Ganito siya. Yung highest PNL mo, i-divide mo yon sa 0.40%. So, wala. Wait lang. Mali. 100.97, 1,824.97 divide 0.40% equals 4,462. Teka, wait lang. Ulitin natin, ha? Teka lang. In order to realize profit in the period, you cannot request a payout until your highest profit day falls below this threshold. Once you receive a payout, the rule is reset, meaning it will use the highest profit day in the new trading period to work on your consistent calculation. So if your consistent percent is greater than 100%, the system will only show 100% in your trader area. You can work out your percentage using below formula. So highest profit divide total profit. Highest realized profit day and payout period divided total profit times 100. Once you have had a payout approved, your replace total profit by your total profit made is in the payout period. Okay? Highest realized profit day in the payout period, current balance after payout. You can also see your balance after payout in your trader area. What happened if exceed than 40% threshold? Your account will not be terminated if you breach the 40% rule. Instead, you will need to continue trading, increase your overall profits until your highest profit day represent less than 40% of your total profits. You will be you will then be able to request a payout. Example, if you make $1,500 in profit on a trading day, your total profits for the payout period need to reach $3,750. If you before you can request withdrawal, you can clearly monitor your consistent rule in your trader area. So, for example, ganito daw siya. So, ito meron namang halimbawa dito. Ito kasi, for example, yung highest profit la, your highest profit in a day is $1,500. Then, sabi dito, you need to reach at least yun, times 0.40%. Mali ata. Parang divide data yun. Wait lang. 1,500 divide 0.50. Yun. Para makuha mo yung consistency rule mo, for example, yung highest profit mo in a day is $1,500. So, for example, ito yun. 1,824.97. So, para makuha mo yun, ito, ang gagawin mo is i-divide mo yun sa 0.40%. Ay, wala. Ulitin natin. $1,500, yung highest profit mo in a day, yun yung pinaka-highest profit mo. Para maka-withdraw ka, dapat i-divide mo yun sa 0.40%. And yung pinaka dapat na profit withdrawal mo or dapat mong ma-reach na profit is 3,750. Ngayon, kung na-reach mo tong 3,750 na profit na dito, nag-reflect na siya dito, nag-appear na siya dito, pwede ka na mag-withdraw. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin dito. Alright? Next, leverage. Your leverage updated over 5 months ago. On your speedy accounts, leverage is up to 1:30 depending on the asset traded. On our pro accounts, leverage is up to 1:100 depending on the asset traded. So, sa speedy account daw, yung leverage na pwede mong gamitin is 1:30. Sa pro accounts naman is 1:100. Alright? So, ganun siya. Ano naman to? Ayun. Speedy prohibited frequency. So, ito naman, may mga nadadali rin dito. Actually, nadali rin ako dito eh. Hindi. Basta may mga trader din ako na nadali dito. So, ito. To maintain a fair and transparent trading environment, the following trading strategies and behaviors are strictly prohibited. Any violation may result in account suspension, forfeiture of profits, or termination from the program. Arbitrage trading, engaging in arbitrage by exploiting price discrepancies or technical glitches across different platforms or exchanges, is strictly prohibited. Prohibited. This includes latency arbitrage, triangular arbitrage, and any method used to gain unfair advantage from price mismatches. Ito hindi naman masyado siyang common eh. Hindi siya masyadong common eh. Kasi hindi mo naman masyado, hindi ko pa siya na-encounter at hindi ko rin siya na-experience. Okay? Pero kasi pag sinabi kasing arbitrage trading, parang ito yung ano eh, ginagawa to ng mga ibang trader. Kumbaga, hindi ko alam kung paano siya apply sa prop firm. Pero pag sinabi kasi nga arbitrage trading, ito yung ano, yung magkakaiba yung presyo. Halimbawa, sa Binance, ganito siya. Merong dalawang platform, si CoinsPH at saka si Binance. Si CoinsPH, mahal siyang bumili. Okay? Tapos si Binance naman, mura siyang magbenta. Ngayon, ang ginagawa ng ibang trader, bumibili sila ng asset ng, halimbawa, bumibili sila ng XRP doon sa Binance kasi mura lang siya. Ngayon, dahil mahal naman ang bilihan ni Coins.ph, pag bili nila ng XRP doon sa Binance, ibebenta naman nila kay Coins.ph. Kasi nga, magkaiba sila ng price. Parang ganon. Okay? Next naman is yung high frequency trading. Okay, meron kasing high frequency trading na tinatawag. The use of algorithms or automated system to execute an extremely high volume of trades within milliseconds to capitalize on minor price movements is not allowed. Ibig sabihin daw ganito siya. Yung mga high frequency kasi, ang sunod-sunod yung entry mo tapos sabay mo sila i-close, bawal daw yung ganon. Tsaka para siyang trading bot, no? Trading bot. Next naman is yung bracketing strategy, placing simultaneous buy and sell pending order just above and below the current market price before major economic events is considered an unfair trading practice and is prohibited. Ibig sabihin, may mga pending order ka. Okay, may mga pending order ka. Halimbawa, nakabay ka. So, pataas ang prediction mo is pataas. So, nakabay ka. Pero, hindi mo pa kinuklose yung order mo na buy, tapos meron ka na kagad pending limit na sell order. Ibig sabihin, para ka na rin para ka na rin nag-hedging. Kasi nga, meron kang parehong order sa, kumbaga, meron kang parehong order sa buy and sell na magkaiba yung kumbaga, walang kawala yung market sa'yo. Ibig sabihin, kikita ka talaga. Kasi nga, naka-hedging ka eh. Meron kang buy, meron ka ding sell. Diba? Kumbaga, hindi siya okay, di ba? Hindi siya okay na pamamaraan. So, bawal yun. Next naman is yung martingale strategy. Ibig sabihin, doubling trade size after a loss to recover previous losses possess excessive risk and is not permitted. This includes any form of exponentially increasing trade size. Ibig sabihin daw that for example, nag-buy ka sa 3550 sa gold. Tapos, bumaba pa yung market, ang ginawa mo, 3550, bumili ka na naman dun sa 3548. Sabihin, bumili ka sa baba, tapos nung bumaba ulit, bumili ka na naman. So, martingale strategy yung ginagawa mo. So, bawal siya. Pwede kang mag-buy, tapos pag tumaas yung price, magbabay ka na naman. Pwede yung ganun. Pero, pagka bumili ka, tapos bumaba na naman yung market, nag-martingale ka, nag-add ka na naman nag-entry ka na naman ng ng order mo, yun ang bawal. So much better, practicein mo na mag-trade sa trading activity mo na 1 entry, 1 SL, 1 TP. Yun talaga yung trading system na ginagawa namin para hindi ka magkakaroon ng martingale na history. Next naman yung grid trading. Placing multiple buy and sell order or fixed intervals around a central price level to take advantage of market volatility is prohibited. Yan, parang arbitrage din siya. Okay? Ganon. So, bawal siya. Ano pa? So, yun. Naipaliwanag ko naman siya. Next naman yung prohibited trading practices. Ito naman, ito yung may phase 1, phase 2. Okay? To maintain a fair and transparent trading environment, the following trading strategies and behavior are strictly prohibited. Any violation may result in account suspension, forfeiture of profits, or termination from the program. Arbitrage trading. So, yan. So, pareho lang din. No? Pareho lang din. Ito, arbitrage trading, napaliwanag ko naman. High frequency trading, bracketing strategy, martingale strategy, grid trading. So, napaliwanag ko na naman siya. Exploiting system errors, taking advantage of technical glitches, price speed error, or platforms malfunctions to generate profits before the error is corrected is considered unethical and strictly forbidden. So, bawal daw siya. Trade coordination and copy trading. Ibig sabihin, kumukopya ka ng mga trade sa iba, no? Engaging in coordinated trading across multiple accounts, including signal sharing, no? Nagka-copy ka ng signal ng ibang trader, bawal. And copy trading, nagka-copy ka ng trade ng iba. It's not allowed. Each trader must operate independently without mirroring or replicating trades from other accounts or trader. So yun, bawal kang magkopya ng trade or signal ng iba. Okay, clear tayo doon. Next naman is one-sided bets. Consistently placing long or short trades on a single asset without proper market analysis or risk management is not permitted. Trading should be based on sound strategy, not blind speculation. So malalaman naman nila yun kung meron kang naka-place na long or buy or sell trades on a single asset. Halimbawa, meron kang buy position and sell position sa gold. Alam nila yun. Okay, natitrace nila yun. No? Na wala kang proper na market analysis at saka wala kang risk management. Iniingatan nila to kasi nga pera naman talaga itong mga pro firm. Hindi mo naman na pera yon, no? Use of expert advisor. No, gumagamit ka ng EA bot during live funded account mo, bawal. No? The use of any form of expert advisors, EAs, copy traders, or automated trades execution tools is strictly prohibited. This includes script, calculators, and AI-generated trading strategies. Bawal. Ngayon, isa pa, yung tick scalping. No? Kung scalper ka, bawal. Entering and exit trades within second to capitalize on mirror. Or, ulitin ko entering and exiting trades, Entering and exiting trades within seconds to capitalize on minor price fluctuations is not allowed. Okay, ibig sabihin, pag open mo ng trade, nag-close ka agad. So, bawal daw yun. All position must be held for minimum of 2 minutes. No, kailangan daw, yung trade mo daw is mag-stay at least 2 minutes before closing. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi mag-stay yung trade mo ng 2 minuto, automatic breach yung account mo. So, kung scalper ka, bawal ka. Okay? Any profits made below 2 minutes will be removed and may result in payout rejection. No? Hedge trading, simultaneously opening buy and sell positions on the same currency pair to exploit temporary price inefficiencies is prohibited. This includes between multiple trading accounts. No? So, bawal daw siya. No, nag-hedging ka, meron kang buy and sell position, bawal. So, na-discuss ko naman siya kanina. Next is yung risky daily loss limit. Trading behavior that involves risking the full daily loss limit on a single trade or set of layered trades is considered reverse arbitrage. Okay? Yung ginagamit mo daw yung maximum daily loss mo. No, sa SPD accounts, maximum risk allowed is 3%. No, sa pro account is 5%. No? Account sharing, reselling, selling, sharing, or transferring access to funded account to another individual or entity is strictly prohibited. Only the registered trader is permitted to trade on their account. Sabihin, kung ikaw yung nakapangalan doon sa trading account na yun, dapat ikaw yung magte-trade nun. Huwag mo siya ibebenta sa iba. Kasi meron ditong tinatawag na IP restriction. Ibig sabihin, kung na-login mo yung trading account mo, yung MT4 or MT5 dun sa mobile phone or sa laptop, dun sa isang location, dapat dun lang siya mag-stay. Okay? Malalaman nila yon. Halimbawa, yung account mo, si Pedro, binenta niya yung account niya, naka-live funded account na. Nagte-trade siya sa Laguna. Yun yung record dun sa IP address. Tapos na-trace ni Trader Scale, yung login details is napunta na sa BGC. Okay? Nilogin sa ibang laptop or mobile phone. So, automatic yun is breach kagad. So, marami siyang breaching rules. So, before you going to buy or purchase a trading challenge in a pro firm company, I really suggest that you have to read all the regulation first before you buy. All right. So in order for you to avoid, to breach your accounts in the long run. All right. Next is toxic trading behavior. No, reckless reckless risk-taking, impulsive trading, and strategies that disregard fundamental risk management. Fundamental risk management principles are not tolerated, such as operating within negative risk reward or operating with no stop loss. Negative risk reward of 60% will be lead to payout rejection and breach of your account. Ibig sabihin daw, dapat yung nire-risk mo is lower than your risk reward ratio. Ibig sabihin, dapat bawa nag-risk ka ng 1%. Okay, dapat ang kapalit nun is 1:1 or 1:2. Hindi pa pwede yung nire-risk mo is 2%, ang makukuha mo lang is 1%. Bawal yon. Automatic breach ka kagad na account yon. Bawal. Okay? So, you have to trade professionally. Alright? Ano pa? And dapat daw kapag entry mo sa market, meron ka laging stop loss. Okay? Pag trade mo, dapat meron kang stop loss. Hindi pa pwede na mag-open ka ng trade sa prop firm or sa trader scale na walang stop loss. Dapat pag entry mo, may stop loss ka agad. Okay? Next is trading activity monitoring. Trader scale employs a third-party professional dealing team that reviews all trading activity at the time of payout, identify and enforce these rules. Any violations may result in immediate action, including account closure or forfeiture of profits. By participating in the trader scale program, traders agree to abide by these rules and maintain responsible trading practices. Alright? So, malinaw tayo doon. Next, trader scale competition frequently asked question. So, our competition will begin on first of the month until last day of the month. Participants will trade and rank on our competition leaderboard to complete 4 prizes. Yun, meron daw sila mga dito. iPad Pro, 256 gigabyte, 200k speed challenge. So second winner, MacBook Air M2 Plus, 100,000 speed challenge. So ito yung mga yun. The competition will take place on our 100,000 account on our MT5 platform. You will be email login credential. This competition is limited to 500 contestants only. Once the places are taken, entries to the competition will be closed. The competition registrations open 3 days prior. Rules. So may mga rules sila sa mga trading activity as a trader. So I already discussed it naman ito last time, so you already know this. So yun lang. Again, Coach JP, and sana nakatulong ko sa trading journey nyo, and kung may mga question kayo, don't hesitate to contact me. My name is JP1, and